Maybe you feel it all too. Love is conditional. Love can go missing on you. Look, we elevated, we don't have to trap harder. Now my back garden seems time to Pattersea Park. I'm putting a suit and tie on, I put on the Met Gala. I'ma kick me out, to be fair, I was beefing my stepfather. I put on a first cuss with a thought I was Jack Hollow. Look, I was eating binge as a tendons, now it's avocados. I'm in Cape Town, rooftop, we're playing, I'm a piano. They've got nothing in the spinner on grind. I'm trying to pot the piano, I'll pot whatever I want, like F a ticket inspector. I'm your typical rapper, effing bitch is my pleasure. Money closing the hoes, I got petting kicks in my dresser. My axle in the trap on the 25th of December. That girl is a hoe, but I won't judge cause I'm a slag as well. Spend a couple spills in apple spirits, up in clientele. Alright, what's up guys? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, alright, let's get right on into it, bro. Recap for today. Alright, let's start it, bro. It's gonna be short, sweet, and simple, bro. I won my trade, got stopped at break even. First take profit hit, so overall winning. So coming up for today, this is how this whole thing started. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at daily bias, how do I get my daily bias? I'm not gonna lie. Order flow, bro. Order flow. Identify which PD arrays are being respected. Identify which PD arrays are being disrespected, and to whatever drawn liquidity that you have. My drawn liquidity is previous day highs, and I want previous day highs to be taken out. I'm not gonna lie, unless we made an SMT, which we probably just made an SMT. But honestly, I do want previous day high to be taken on Nasdaq, but we took it out on ES. But anyways, my daily bias was previous day highs from yesterday. Excuse me. Okay, my bias was previous day highs from. Bro, give me. Okay, I don't know why that's not loading, but can we load, please? Okay, anyways, this was previous day highs. I wanted that. Oh, here it is. Previous day highs. I wanted previous day highs to come in into play because I really wanted that to be my drawn liquidity for today. Just the way the order flow was trending on the hourly. We had this huge, not imbalance. We had this huge order block right here. Not huge. We just had this order block. Prices kept on respecting and dipping out into. Honestly, this was really supporting resistance right here. Honestly, if we're gonna be honest, but we had this order block right here. Prices kept on dipping into it, respecting that and making this imbalance. But we also had this extendo legs up, and that was really why I wanted previous day highs as my order drawn liquidity for the day. And I was pretty confident that we were gonna get it. Honestly, scroll down to the 5 minute coming into market open. We had this 1 minute imbalance that I really this 1 hourly imbalance that I really wanted price to tap into. I wanted a retracement of the equilibrium range. I don't know why I came. I don't know why I came. Why did I came? I don't know why I came. Hey, hold on. Okay. Okay. I wanted a retrace of this equilibrium, not equilibrium. I wanted a retrace, yeah, of equilibrium of this range right here, right here. I'm taking because I'm not marking this out because this was obviously after my trade and stuff. But anyways, coming in the market open, I wanted an equilibrium push down of this range, filling in this hourly gap, and then we'll see a push up to previous day highs. But the way price was looking, ES was way ahead of its curve, such as the Dow Jones as well. Such as the Dow Jones as well. And with that, I was like, okay, you know what? If we don't trap into this gap, which is pretty far low, it's okay. Let's go to the 15-minute higher time frame, see what we have. Um, what did we have? We had a 15-minute, what you call it? We had a 15-minute gap as well that I wanted price to tap into, and I was like, okay. Right here, this was the 15-minute gap on ES. Right here, I was just eyeballing it, but I was like, okay, let's tap into this gap and let's just see what we can get out of it. If we can get a rejection out and then a fill into this hourly gap, that's beautiful. But if we just get a fill and rejection out, that's perfectly fine. Okay, like that's perfectly dandy with me. I'll just figure out equilibrium of another range and then just go down as well. That's exactly what we got. We had a retrace back into this 15-minute gap, filling in orders. Then we had ended up having a closure out. From there, I scaled onto the 5 minute. Honestly, just really looking for any sorts of bullish PD array. We had this order block, we had this order block as well, and they both ended up getting respected. From there, I scaled onto the 3 minute. Well, we had this order block get respected from the 5 minute, and then I also scaled down to the 3 minute, and we also had this order block as well, huge order block right here, get respected, and that was when I just wanted to scale down, part of my strategy. 5 minute PD array, then look for a 3 minute PD array supporting that 5 minute PD array, or a 3 minute PD array getting disrespected to support the 5 minute PD array. And then from there, I scale into the 1 minute, looking for a 1 minute entry. Excuse me. And this was just random fair value gap I've marked out. This was all based off of the 15 minute gap that we filled and rejected off of. So based off the 15 minutes, scale into the 5, then the 3, and here we are with the 1 minute. So I basically trade a continuation model, just literally a continuation to my drawn liquidity. But excuse me. We ended up literally waiting a couple minutes for my entry model. We ended up having an imbalance, and I set a limit order, which limit order actually came in clutch. Right here was my entry, and first take profit was like 50%, not 50%, but like relatively close to data highs. Not data highs. I don't know. I want to call this data highs because like yesterday, if you guys didn't know, the reason why this market moved like the way it moved was because there was like fake news, which like the market had like $1 trillion just dumped into it and then just sucked out. So I don't know. I don't know if we would call this data highs because I don't know. I guess this could be technically data highs because it was false. It was um actual reality due to false news. But whatever you guys want to call it, I'll call it previous day highs just to make sense out of everything. But I mean, yeah, from there I just had a fair value gap entry. Nothing really simple, just simple, fair value gap retrace into it, then boom, closure out, enter. I didn't enter off the closure out. However, I entered off of my excuse me, I did enter off the closure out, but I also set a limit order. And from there, it was pretty much game over. We ended up creating a 1 minute order block from here. Price ended up stopping me out at break even after we rejected into this order block. We also had equal lows as well that I thought price was gonna want to take out, which we eventually did, but I thought price was gonna want to take out like sooner or later before we get to previous day highs. But anyways, my first take profit was right here on this random wick because I wanted my whoa, holy brain fog, not brain fog, holy brain freeze. I wanted first take profit to be a 1-to-1 if I'm having a higher RR, my first take profit is always gonna be a 1-to-1. At the lowest, it'll probably be like a 1 to like 0.9, but always gonna be a 1-to-1. My first take profit was at 1.49, and then from there I moved my stops to break even, and we ended up getting stopped out. Price ended up rejecting into the order block even more. As you can see, we ended up coming into the order block, buying pressure out, rejecting into the order block, buying pressure out, until eventually we literally came out and almost hit my full drawn liquidity, to be honest. And I think this was when, I don't know, because ES already been took the high, but really just monitoring ES is keeping it side by side because we were just in this huge consolidation route before prices ended up literally like pooping the bed. We were in this huge consolidation route, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. We were literally like from full take profit. If I didn't get stopped out, we were, bruh, 3 ticks away, bruh. Literally bruh, 15 ticks away. I think that's 50, yeah, 15 ticks away or 3.75 ticks. But anyways, we were literally just one candlestick above, one candlestick more, and then boom, we'd be there. But anyways, excuse me, unfortunate edging. But yeah, that's pretty much the trade entry. I mean, the trade recap for today. Overall, 1-0 on the new week. I didn't trade yesterday. There was no entry. 1-0 on the week. 4-0 on the month so far. And yeah, overall, pretty solid. To see April just starting off with amazing price action. Honestly, the way these markets is very volatile. It's pretty nice. We were chopping a bit in the beginning because I don't know what price was doing until we just eventually came out to the 15 minute, and then we actually started getting some action moves from there. But I mean, yeah, nonetheless, pretty solid trading day. Now I already journaled and everything, so now I'm gonna go make some TikToks, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. But yeah, stay safe. I hope you guys had a good trading day as well, and let's continue to just dominate these markets, guys. Love you guys. Peace.